Hello there, and as usual, I'm Aaron from Laststandgamers, and welcome. So today we're taking a look around our lovely little server. We're going to do this one a bit more in depth. We're going to narrow the amount of people that we're going to look down to bases that have really evolved, as well as ships that have come along as well. So we're starting at ASI. Now when we stopped in at ASI last time, they had the main part of the base constructed, but since then they've added a number of ships to the list. They've opened the hangar doors today so we can come in and have a look what's going on. But look at this lovely ship that's along the side. ASI always have this really nice blue and orange paint scheme, or sometimes it's orange and white like we'll see the one over there. Now this one is some kind of more utility or combat cargo ship by the look of it. We've got two large cargo containers at the bottom. We've got a heavy thrust pack for lifting heavy resources across an area, and this is a combination of both iron, atmospheric and hydrogen, so it's designed to pretty much go everywhere. It's got this sort of refueling, I'm guessing it's like a refueling nozzle at the back, some sort of connector. Perhaps it's designed to pull things out of the 3D printer. It could be. That's exactly what it could be, actually. That's why you might need all the thrust to pull out a large ship. Coming down below, they've got some various different connectors, and let's jump inside. So there is an access ladder that leads up underneath here into the side of the ship, and as we come in, we'll turn our lights on. This leads to this lovely large glass bridge with two cockpits and the central one on the side. And through here, there's a little shower and toilet at the bridge. Very cool. And as we come into the back, they've got a med bay, cooking facilities, everything you need, and then like a compact but competitive combat design. Now coming across here, we've got this other little side bunker, and you'll notice everything is sort of connected up, and it's got this nice sort of industrial vibe to it. Now as we come in here, you'll notice that there is a large hydrogen holding facility, so the hydrogen is locked into each one of these big containers, and it's being used as storage. Now as we come across to this area, these pipes have kind of been fleshed out to design around this solar panel that I really like. Wind turbine up there in the center, and as we come across, we have this little pad with two smaller fighters. You see the fighters are located on both sides there. These look like atmospheric fighters, maybe to defend the base from attack, but still a very, very cool design. Cockpits there with an additional layer of glass protection at the front, missile launchers on the wingtips, and some heavy lift capacity. Now coming around the side here, we've got the large landing pad that was on the front. Now last time we were here, the hangar bay was actually closed, but you can see now it's open as well. So we've got one of these unsymmetrical fighters over here completed. Coming down the side, we've got this hole in the ground design, so I guess it doesn't melt the floor when they're taking off and landing. Now this is quite an interesting one, because we come around the back here, we've got the thruster off to one side, and there really isn't too much of an interior to it. You can see that there, so it's all protected. It's designed just to take a good bit of a beating, with decoy cubes at vital spots there as well. Now the rocket launchers are hidden within the side, and you can see there's a camera there protected by two layers of glass. This is quite a competitive small build, especially when working with others. Now coming down the side here, we've got some more larger small fighters left outside the hangar for our viewing pleasure. Look at that, that's cool. That's got everything that you could possibly have to hold its own in a fight. Now coming into the main hangar, we've got a utility ship tucked in the back there, and then we've got some lovely orange and white fighters here with a standard sort of cockpit design layout. Look at them, they're beautiful. We'll have a look in the base in a second, but we'll come over here and have a look at this big orange and white ship. So once again, all the weapons seem to be color coded. It's got that nice sloped front, complete with intakes where various rocket launchers are hidden, and we've got another protected camera up at the front there. Very, very cool. Let's see how you can get aboard this thing. Is there access from the front, the back, the side? Let's have a quick look. I'm not seeing any access from the side. I'm not seeing any ladders going up. Let's see if there's... Oh, there we go. There's the ladder. There's the access. Let's go inside and have a look around. So as we're going in here, we've got the bridge up at the front, and then we've got access to weapons on the side, cargo containers. I'm guessing there's going to be a med bay and some sort of similar facilities in here so that they can get back to the cockpit in case they do get shot out or destroyed. Hydrogen tanks down the center. Access to various cargo storage towards the back using a lot of the DLC corridors. And that wraps around either side. Let's have a look what's in this area. Survival kit was on the side there, I think. Yeah, survival kit, so that's an alternative for a spawn med bay. But a real quite chunky, nice ship. Let's head on inside. So if we come around this side, you'll notice that there's the drill platform connected up to that area. And when we came in here last, it has actually been expanded and further detailed, I believe. So that's access to the hangar bay on the left that we missed last time. Coming down the centre, we've got the cargo, we've got the refinery. Now, I'm not too sure if these areas have changed that much. They look pretty similar to when we explored them last time. And then as we come into this area, we've got the really cool reactor room. So I'll turn that off so you can get a little bit of idea of the ambience. We saw this one last time, but it's just a really cool room. And then we've got the refinery control here at the end. Really nice to see. Have we missed anything on this construction? I don't think so. We've got the bridge and we've got this sort of overlook. Oh, there's a little cruiser or a little car sort of creature there that's unarmed up on the top there. So through here it looks like we've got welders for the 3D printer. And then we've got this upper bridge area with spare parts for maintenance. Is there an extra floor to this? Oh, it looks like there is. So there's like an observation room, control center for the place, and then up above we've got this viewing area inside here, so you can see what's going on around the ASI base. Really cool. Let's continue on to the next outpost. I like the detail and the antennas on top of there. Now the next base I want to show you belongs to LIL. Now this base didn't exist in the last server tour, so I just wanted to quickly show you it. It looks like it's still under heavy development, but it was just interesting to see that a pyramid had been constructed in that short amount of time. So there's production in the smaller pyramid, some basic ships, and there we have a pyramid in the middle of the desert. I was just a bit shocked when I was looking through the server list, so I thought I'd quickly show it to you. It's not the first time we've had pyramids though, but we'll continue on. Now the next base we're taking a look at today is Mops. Now Mops base, last time we had a look in the first server tour, was partially completed. I believe half of their main structure was missing. There was some ship development going on, but let's have a look what they've got going on at the moment. So they've got this black, red and blue ship that is extremely dark. I mentioned to them in one of the battles that it was that dark, all I could see was red and blue stripes. But you can see that we've got weapons going on down the sides. We've got this really nice sort of housing for these hydrogen thrusters and an exposed jump drive on the back. That's just kind of asking to be shot at. So as we go around the front here, you'll notice that we've got weapons tucked in, we've got the rail guns, we've got artillery cannons and further weapons to the front. So this has quite a deadly forward volley. There's also, I believe, a camera tucked in the centre there. Should we see if there's an interior for this one? We'll see how the players access it. Perhaps they access it from the bottom. Yes, there's a tiny little hatch. Oh wow, it's one of these ships that's not not level. Okay, so yeah, so we've got access to the engine bays that way. We've got access to the internal workings. Oh, so this is straight to the bridge. So there doesn't really tend to be too many detailed interiors when it comes to building ships for survival. But like so, that quick access to the bridge. There's no survival kit in here though. That I'm a little bit surprised about. I expect at least a survival kit. Perhaps it's in this bat room. Ah, yes it is. So they've got a survival kit for that large ship just in case. Very, very cool. Let's have a look at the guts of this thing and see what it's made of. So it looks like it's made of multiple layers of armour to maximise its efficiency between the railgun. Very cool. So coming over this side, we can see the main entrance to the base, complete with a ship carrying a meme of a car. Oh no, it's not. It's just on the side of their 3D printer. Very interesting. There's also a Church of Iron sign up there. Interesting there as well. Look at this detailing though. Isn't this cool? So we've got like this panelled armour complete with these green outriggers laid on the side here. And we've got this dark black and white ship. So this is quite interesting. It looks like this one's been damaged perhaps in some combat and yet to be repaired. As we plunge in here, you can see it looks like, is it an atmospheric ship? Is it a ship that's designed just to defend the base from attack on the planet? Because I'm seeing a lot of atmospheric thrust and not too much hydrogen. Perhaps there's some hydrogen tucked underneath. Yeah, so there's some hydrogen there. Perhaps this is just an atmospheric designed just to fly within the planet's grounds to collect things and whatnot. Coming around the back here, we've got these lovely engine bays. A bit smoky though, a bit damaged. Yeah, that engine's been shot out and this area has been completely destroyed. It's like a rear docking hangar that's been messed up a little. So let's head on inside of the base. So from this angle, you can see we've got more detail on either side. And we have got what almost is a bit of a shell going on inside here. So you can see there's access to production either side. We've got like a little hangar bay through here and an engine room. Look at this engine room. Oh, that looks quite powerful. I like how it's kind of floating off the floor. So coming back through and over to this side, what have we got going on over here? So this looks like a refinery and production room. So perhaps there's some more detailing to do within this interior. As we work our way up to the top, we now have, I believe, a functional cannon. So yeah, so this is the railgun from inside. You can see that aims out through that aiming reticle. And I believe that can move up and down and rotate around as well. There's a little side panel on the side with some artillery going on there. Is that on an additional rotor or hinge? No, it's just attached to the side. But still, very, very cool. It's a very interesting shape, this base, isn't it? So now we've reached RAB's base. RAB's base has expanded ever so slightly with some sort of cool turrets that you can see here at the front. Almost looks like a dragon's head. What's actually in here tucked inside? Is it a railgun? Or is it being damaged and destroyed? Oh, it looks like it's multiple clipping through. Oh, look at that thing. That's tucked in there. That is certainly spicy. So that's on one of the turrets defending from the base. Since they're on Mars, they do get attacked a lot more. So these turret systems are vital to defending their base. Going around this side, we have seen this ship before. We'll have a little bit of a plunge inside it this time. We've got this small little miner dock to the side of it. And then we've got another turret platform over on this side to defend them from attack. Now coming into the center of the base, if we just zoom out and zoom up, RAB have been very busy maintaining and building these larger ships. And I like how they've tried to camouflage them into the environment a little bit. Well, it looks like they've taken a lot of damage being on this planet. There's a lot of fighting from when they log on. There is AI trying to attack them all the time. Let's have a look at how to gain access to this. Now I'm guessing with RAB ships the access way is going to be tucked away. That thrust pack looks great though. Some real nice iron thrusters at the back. Turrets in all directions. Even a little automatic ball turret down there at the bottom as well. Connector, hydrogen across the bottom. Very well built out in combat, this one. Everything is protected that needs to be. Going around the side, we've got a little thruster housing for some atmospheric thrust even. I do like that intake. Coming around the front, let's have a look what sort of firepower we've got. We've got doors. Doors with missile launchers behind them. Now they would be quite deadly. Looks like we've got the camera protected up at the front. More missile launchers around each side. Have we got any artillery guns? I've not seen any artillery guns, but I'm guessing you've got kind of enough on the deck itself. So coming into the ship, let's see if we can plunge ourselves in here. We have their main CIC inside here. So look, they've got a little bit of a glass viewing area, control room, access to the further inside the hull, and another bridge or cockpit area protected within inside. So you're not going to see a super detailed interior in some of these ships purely because they're designed to survive some serious AI firepower. Now coming over here, we've got another one of these ships that looks like it's in slightly better condition, but they have left their projector on, so that's minus points for them. Look at this little detailing on these communication bits on the side here. Very, very cool. We've got some sort of 3D printing apparatus here in this hole. You can see that's on a spinning motion and they pull different designs out of it. And then we've got the main hub up here. Lovely communications array located on the top. You can see how they've built that up through various different joints and some, I think, are they piston head caps? Very nice. I like the look of that. And then down here we've got these various entrance ways. Oh, look at this. It's fully decorated with engineers all around it. So as we come inside here, you can see that we've got this large hangar bay with all this reinforcement, nice square lighting. Let's turn our light up and get a bit more of the ambience in here. We've got a bay on each side. It's been decorated but with the static engineer models that we've got as well on the server. And then what's this ship? Is this a mining ship or a maintenance ship of some kind? So this is a maintenance ship of some kind over here. And they've got this centralized control room up here as well. So this probably accesses and controls the doors. What's through here? Is this like an access way? Yeah, so this is an access way probably to the roof and to the lower floors. Let's have a look at the lower floors and the roof access. So we can see each of them building sort of areas on the side. We've got supports for them. A little bit of damage done, probably by a drone attack. And as we plunge inside, we've got access to the various cargo storage. You see this central shaft is the area where the engineers can zoot up and down, I'm guessing. Access into the lower floor. What have we got going on down here? So more backup survival, and then most likely production down here at the bottom. So there we go. RAB, an absolute lovely base. Some fantastic ships stood out here. Let's have a quick look at this red one. And this one. This is one of their smaller ships that we've seen them using a lot in the earlier weeks. But it's interesting to see that they've only got one left. I guess they've upgraded to these larger ones. And then they've got this one down here. Look at this red ship. This is beautiful. Nice little red craft with these two little wingtips. Complete with, wow, complete with bombs there with projectors left on. Need to turn the projectors off, but knowing that there's bombs underneath is going to be pretty cool. We'll have to see how that works out in combat for them. So now we've arrived back at the GMC base. Last time we were at the GMC base, we had 2 large ships under construction. By the look of it, sadly, one looks like it's been destroyed in perhaps battle, or it's been scrapped down and salvaged for parts for another build. Well, it's not looking too healthy. It also looks like they've brought in one of the swarm ships to salvage some parts off down here at the base. They've got one of these ships. This is new. I've not seen the construction of this. Is this some sort of cargo hauler? It's got lots of hydrogen. I'm not seeing too many weapons, but it does look certainly cool. Nice yellow colour design. This could be one of the machines that they use to pull out the ships for the 3D printing, I'm guessing. Well, very nice design. It's interesting to see that there's no weapons on it at all, or maybe the weapons are hidden somewhere within inside. It's not looking like it. What's going on here? So we've got little engine bay cells on the side. Lovely bit of detailing running up there, like a little communications antenna that's tucked in the side there. Let's have a look at the bridge. So the bridge has got a nice cockpit door, access to an armory. Oh, look at this. This is cool. Nice to see a little detail. We've got the time displayed up there. A rear sort of observation deck viewing area. That's a fun little ship. Let's continue over. So this green ship was one that was in development. We saw last time with the giant T up at the top. It's got a railgun. It's got engines exposed now at the side. It's called Ugly. We've got turrets on these little mounts. I don't think this is ugly at all. I think this is just another unique ship. It's nice to see the detail. It looks like it's got extra thrust added to it. So maybe thrust was a bit of an issue. Still in sort of a construction stage, I'm guessing then. Maybe they need to work out with some of the tricks. Or maybe it's been destroyed in battle and these thrusters have been added on for it to be able to make it back after a combat scenario, because the AI can be a bit rough. Now the rest of the base does look pretty similar. They've got the various different hangar bays and everything is in this luminous sort of blue colour with their 2 3D printers. So what's going on over here at this little GMC blue hut? Oh, this is like a little log out area for them. It's very blue, very bright. And they've got a drill. It's interesting that they've got so many different 3D printers sort of models. They've got large, medium and small. A lot of time must have gone into building them. We'll have to see how GMC come along. Will they manage to get another ship up, or will they end up building these 2? Now the next base we're taking a look at belongs to Custard. Custard has been relatively new to the server, and we've got this cool little outpost that's been constructed, and it looks like there's a beginning of a larger ship with some artillery cannons on the front, unless that is just a turret. This platform kind of overhangs this cliff area. Very lovely location. We've got a small fighter up at the front and a drill ship. Now coming up into this area, we've got this sort of command and observation bridge complete with medbay. We've got catwalks and hydrogen storage up above, and then just look down below at this production and cargo area. Isn't that nice? Real beautiful production and cargo area. There's something about these industrial areas like this, when they've got the right vibe, they just feel really nice. Coming out the back door, we've got a little bit of a turret just to warn off intruders from people wandering, and a balcony up top. Now, I've not covered all of the builds and all the creations on the server this time. I wanted to focus on the ones that had just kind of popped up out of nowhere, or alternatively had a lot of things being built and constructed on them to avoid just going over the same place twice. Anyway, I look forward to having a look at everything again that the players are building and continuing with their battles. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.